Hello everybody! Did you survive Easter? I certainly didn't. I think I ate probably most of the Easter eggs in this house.
We survived, the Easter eggs didn't.
We survived, the Easter eggs didn't. But anyway, back on to getting healthy, making things to eat that are easy to grab, because let's face it, those 3 o'clock munchies, you just need to or a little bit after dinner. So here are two fairly healthy, fairly good protein intake treats, I guess. They're treats, snacks, but you couldn't eat the whole bowl, but they're treats. So as we've talked about keto and dieting and things like that, these ones are fairly keto friendly. There's a few carbs and nuts, but not as much. If you're really trying to lower your carbs, the best nuts to eat are pecans, walnuts, and macadamia nuts.
There you go, you've learned something.
I've learned something.
I've learned something.
So, but I haven't just used that. Now, I want to stress there are 2 recipes here. And I have actually used up all the leftover bits of nuts in my house because I couldn't be bothered going to the supermarket to buy more supplies to make twice the amount of food that I don't really need. So I have I've used walnuts, I've used pecans, I've used almonds, beer nuts, which are those peanuts with the skin.
See, I like beer nuts. I love them, but they leave all the skin that goes everywhere.
But
I really like the flavour.
When it's cooked,
yeah.
So and it gives you more fibre and all that sort of stuff.
Zoom in on the.
So,
there's the naked nuts.
There's the
that
fly.
pesky flies come back.
Hi
Tracy. Tracy is from Christchurch. Thank you for joining us.
Hi guys. So I've used a variety of different nuts because we decided we need something to snack on since we got used to snacking on Easter eggs and chocolate, which aren't part of our diet, hence why I had a terrible headache the other day. So yeah, anyway, 2 really easy nut recipes. That also, the other good thing about this is if people ring and say, hi, we're coming around for a drink in half an hour, you can whip these up
while having a drink, getting ready for them.
Yeah, you can have a drink, get ready for them, and these can be made, both of them can be made in about 15 minutes.
And then they get there and say,
tops.
You're amazing.
So, we've got a sweet and flavoursome variety, and I've got a just a tasty, drier variety. Both are just super yum. I prefer the sweet because I've got a sweet tooth, but I'm going to start with the dry variety. Now,
and these are, like you said before, these are good for people who are looking for protein in their diet, and we're not going to reference a particular sporting event which is currently on or any other big large sporting events. TM. There's an event on with some people competing somewhere. Can't mention that. But if you are an elite athlete and looking for protein power or whatever, then nuts are a good thing.
And if you're
this gives a bit of flavour.
Bored with your plain nuts.
The other thing is,
tasty nuts.
This is a much cheaper way of taking budgeto nuts and making them exciting. So you're not having to go and spend $5 for fancy nuts. You can go buy the dollar pack.
Like that much.
Yeah, exactly right. You can go get the $1 pack or whatever, or $2 pack or whatever it is, and make fancy nuts. Look at that. Sorry, I cut you off.
So you could just have peanuts.
You could just have peanuts, yeah.
If peanuts is all you can afford.
If you were boring.
However, a few bits in the mixed nuts, you could use sort of half peanuts and half nice nuts, or a quarter nice nuts.
Yep.
The other thing I want to stress too is, again, as per I normally do, because I've made some to not only test, but have on show ready for you to see. You can sort of half the recipe, it worked really well, or you could, double the recipe, so just make how much you want. This amount here is 1 cup of nuts, which is equivalent to half of the recipe that I've got in the post.
Yep.
Just FYI. So anyway, some nuts. So what have I got in here? I've got almonds, I've got the beer nuts, I've got walnuts and cashews. And this is the other good thing. The cashews were slightly stale to eat sort of raw like that.
They've gone past the use by date if you're just going to smash them back.
Yeah, so by cooking them, you're giving them a new lease of life.
Oh, look at
Being nice to the old things. So, oil. Now, I'm using coconut oil, which is, to be honest, one of the best oils that you can use, or rice bran oil. something like that, a little bit of olive oil. It's not that much. It's not going to make that much of a difference really what you do use. You could even use butter if you like.
I read the other day with coconut oil that it's one of the better oils for frying because it keeps it stays gooder longer.
Gooder longer. Any oil is going to change when you
and it doesn't have to taste like coconut.
No, well, this recipe does not taste like coconut, no. And this is outright. This isn't deflavored coconut oil or anything. No. So essentially, it gives you that extra element. I guess cooking with any oil is going to change the molecular buildup of oil. So there's some people out there who just won't touch it because it could be cancer causing, but standing inside can be cancer causing, standing outside can be cancer causing. So moderation, everybody.
Moderation.
Now I'm using Mrs. Rogers'
it's the Himalayan pink
Himalayan salt, and
which is a softer flavour.
It is a softer flavour. Oh, we should have used that for our
sing-along song thing. But I don't think people ever want to.
Yeah, so it comes in a canister. So if you can't be bothered grinding it, because I always go to the grinders.
Obligatory marketing zoom in.
To use the canister.
Fine Himalayan pink salt. Buy it now.
Right. Okay, some ground cumin, my fave. In fact, I've used the entire packet. This is just an empty one.
Now, people have joined our group. We've got a thing up at the moment about using spices, and if you don't know how to use them, so we're going to start responding to that very, very soon.
Yes,
so
I have. No,
cumin was one of the ones that were listed, actually.
I shouldn't have thrown that away.
Don't throw it away.
Those
What do you just chuck it?
So stick it all in a bowl, mix it round.
That looks like incredibly hard work. So the coconut oil helps it to stick, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sort of makes the spice more of a paste.
Yeah. Look at that.
Now I've got my electric fry pan on a medium heat. He's been warming up for about 10 minutes.
He's a he?
Yeah, because I control him.
Oh.
It's about the only male I can control in the house.
Mic drop.
He.
Mic drop.
Chuck him in.
Chuck him in there.
Chuck him in. Scoopity scoop, scoop, scoop. And we just want to warm those nuts through, make them a bit crispy. You could do that in the oven if you wanted to, but I just thought I'd show you. You can do it there as well. You can do it
nice and easily there.
Okay, some more nuts.
That's nut number one. Nut recipe number one. And what do they have in it? They had smoked paprika.
So smoked paprika, ground cumin.
And a bit of Himalayan pink salt.
Himalayan pink salt. Now, if you wanted a bit more of a kick, you could try some of the other paprikas. There's the hot smoked paprika, which is nice, the Spanishy one. You could just use like cayenne pepper.
Yep.
You could use anything like that. So just go to your flavours. You could use whatever you want, really.
I mean, you could actually take a lot of the flavours. If you've got, let's say you've got some spices left in your spice drawer, and you didn't know what to do with them, you could mix them up. Just work the flavours that you think are going to work.
Yeah.
It's not an expense. This isn't like losing an entire meal. If you make something that is a little bit, because like when you did this before, we put a little bit too much salt in it. So we adjust it.
So I've adjusted the salt.
Yeah.
So
it's not a major expense. You're not going to throw out a steak.
No.
Yeah.
No. Unless you're using very expensive nuts.
Yes, but we're not.
Anyway.
Budget nuts.
So another cup of nuts.
Same sort of mixture?
Similar mixture. I don't think I put Brazil ones in here.
I'm not a big fan of Brazil nuts. It's
I
too
know,
much
but
nut.
I like Brazil nuts.
Too much nut.
And I'd done Brazil earlier. So some nuts.
Aye.
Some nuts. Some more salt.
Excellent.
Some cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper. Sprinkle that in.
Sprinkle that cayenne. Some cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
And now,
I dare people to spell cinnamon in the chat as you're watching and see if you get it right without spell correct.
Now, I am
breaking up the vanilla.
I'm going to put in a little bit of vanilla.
Vanilla.
And I forgot to get a knife out, sorry. Where's my magic green knife?
Not there.
That I use for cutting vanilla.
It's gone.
No, it's here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Reason I use it is because it's nice and sharp, but got quite a nice rounded end, so I don't need to use a teaspoon. Now, I don't want too much vanilla. And listen, guys, if you don't have vanilla, again, you can either substitute it for something else or leave it out. It's up to you, but the vanilla just gives it yet again another nice
depth and flavour.
Depth of flavour.
Thank you to the people joining us. Do say hello if you get a chance. Some vanilla seeds out.
Some vanilla seeds there.
Check it in there. Nicely done.
Right.
Special green knife.
I'm not going to faff around too much.
No, don't faff around.
Don't need it too much.
It's too late in the day for faffing. Smell nice. Love fresh vanilla. Well, it's as fresh as you're going to get.
It is.
Unless you go and pick the plant yourself.
I am using artificial sweetener. If you wanted to use sugar,
That's the eutherium? Urethra? No, it's not the urethra. Ethereum? What's it called? Ethereum. No, that's a cryptocurrency. Erythritol.
I don't know. There's xylitol. There's
urethra.
all sorts of... It's got nothing to do with urethra.
No.
Okay, so that's all nice and mixed.
Now, boom, here you go. Wait a minute.
Melted butter.
So this one's a little bit naughty.
Well,
it's
perfectly not naughty.
Perfectly not naughty?
If you're doing keto, because you need your fat content. So you just want to stir that, and look, they even look good now.
Oh, Margaret's joined us, and she says that she thanks for the prize pack.
Oh, you're welcome, Margaret. It will be sent. If it didn't get out today, it will be sent tomorrow. So you should have something very tasty
My camera
to mix with next week. So anyway, as you can see, those are looking damn fine just as they are.
They are. My camera's got a bit screwy, so
nearly fell.
Right.
So I have got some baking paper. If you've got one of those silicone mats or something, or a really good oven dish, I've overused my oven dish and need way more. So see, look, he's very well used and abused. So,
hello, Carla. We is fine. Thank you for asking. Carla asks, how is you? We is well. Thank you.
You want to scoop all that out. Now this needs to go into an oven at about 160 fan force.
So you're not doing this one in the pan like you did the other nuts?
I'm not doing this one in the pan. I'm wanting to show you that you can do two different ways.
Look at that. So the people who are joining us, we're making just a really nice easy protein snack. If you're training for a sporting event or just want to have something which isn't chocolate because you ate your body weight in chocolate over the Easter break.
So this is nice nuts. So now these need to go in the oven for around 10 minutes. Now don't forget, if you are cooking with sugar, particularly, it can burn very quick. It can with your artificial sugars as well. So just be aware that you want to just get your nose ready to grab in case you need to.
Well, you're not cooking. It's not like cooking a cake. It can go wrong
you're actually
very
not
quickly.
Cooking the nuts. You're kind of melting the sugar. So that goes in there.
You're drying them out, essentially, aren't you?
Yeah, you're melting the sugar so that in this one, so that it basically all the flavours stick. Yeah. So
let's check out
this one. Check this
so
one.
This is more of a dry fry.
This is more of a dry fry. And because there's no sugar in this, we really haven't got like a sauce as such. No. So, she says chucking it over the bench. Lucky I wiped the bench.
Oh, Carla had a long day at work and she's already in bed. Good on you, Carla. Probably well deserved.
That sounds awesome.
Good on you.
So all you want to do then is switch off the power and let it dry. If you let it dry in the pan, if you can, like that, they'll go a lot crispier.
That's a good idea. That's a good tip.
So if you take
because I got the slow heat still.
Yeah, because the slow heat kind of I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it, but it does work better for some reason. Now
Angie is joining us from Hamilton.
Oh,
I don't know. Nice. Do we say Hamilton anymore? Sorry, Angie. Don't know if that's like saying what was Dorkland? Dorkland? I don't know.
It Dorkland?
It was Dorkland for ages.
I don't know.
Sorry, Angie, if I've offended all you Hamiltonians with my Hamilton reference.
Now, I actually have, I'm going to ask this on our group. Now, if you guys aren't part of our group and you want to be part of the special Mrs. Rogers group, you can still be in to win a massive prize pack.
Massive prize, it'll be the biggest prize pack we've given away. And all you have to do is join the group. And there's a link on the Facebook page and you join and have a chat.
Join the group. Someone has to go, yes, we like you and tick you off. Yeah. But that's just because we don't want...
Can I tell you a secret? We actually declined someone today.
We did.
We looked.
I wasn't going to say anything.
We declined someone. There was a person who wanted to join, and we're like, do we want them as part of the group? Probably not. No. Definitely not.
We looked at their profile and...
Not that we're making this elitist, but...
cannot work out
why.
They
so it's either a
even
spam
live
account
in New
or...
Zealand,
so they're gone.
So they're gone.
So we only want the cool cats there. So if you're a cool cat, and you probably are because you're watching, then join the group.
If you really like food and you like cooking and
Discussion.
you like family and animals and stuff, you will certainly be accepted into our group. If you're swearing and have a lot of drug paraphernalia on your page,
probably not for you.
Yeah, probably not your sort of group. But anyway, I am going to put this on my group because I've got 2 recipes in mind for tomorrow. And I need your help deciding, but I thought you guys could quickly help me. So I've got onion flakes.
Onion flakes.
I'm not going to tell you the recipe. I'm going to tell you one of the ingredients.
We got.
So onion flakes.
Onion flakes.
Or yellow mustard seeds.
Yellow mustard seeds. Whew. There's your choice. So if you're watching, we've got a couple of people watching, just pop down in the comment, say whether you want onion flakes
or
mustard seed as the basis of the recipe for tomorrow. What do you reckon? We're also going to put it to the group, and whatever you guys choose is going to be the recipe. And I don't even know what the recipes are.
No, you don't. And in fact, I really do need to know within the next sort of couple of hours so that I can prep it, because one of them needs to be pre-prepped quite a lot. And the other one I'll need to go to the supermarket for. So, so find one of those late night
we'll put it to the group.
So anyway,
join the group.
We're going to
comment
put it
here
in the
as
group.
well.
But yeah, join our group because
Margaret says onion flakes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He's winning the race. It's
onion
like a game.
It's like a major sporting event where we can't talk about because we're not affiliated with that particular sporting event at all. That happens to be happening in the Commonwealth.
The very common sporting
event. The common sporting event.
That's well
said. That's happening, So
yes.
the onion flakes is leading the charge at the moment due to Margaret's vote, and yellow mustard seeds
is
he's
coming
over.
Oh. So anyway, guys, you can tell it's been a long day for us too. So make these
Why does
nuts.
a 4-day week feel like a 7-day week sometimes?
Forever.
It does.
Honestly,
tomorrow
like
should have been
Anyway,
yesterday.
Tomorrow, come and join me. My nuts are cooking now. Just another very quick pointer.
The nice nuts are cooking. Hi, Jimmy!
Jimmy!
I just want to shout out to Jimmy because he's been a very active member of the group and it's exciting to see. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy, just for this for you specifically, mate, I'm just going to go through this again. Onion flakes or yellowed mustard seeds for the recipe tomorrow. It's going to be the feature ingredient in a recipe and we need someone to vote, people to vote. We're going to put it to the group as well.
We're going to put it to the group. So, so yeah, after they come out,
daylight savings, yes, that's thrown everyone as well.
What's thrown?
Oh, Jimmy just said daylight savings. Yeah, exactly.
No, far out.
Holidays, daylight savings.
Kind of nice.
Yeah.
You know,
school
holidays soon.
Sorry, Cameron just had a birthday.
But anyway, once they and I haven't even been drinking. Sorry, guys. We need to save up and get some new stuff.
Camera
because
gear. This one's losing its cool.
Its oomph.
Rebecca's having a wine and watching our nuts. Oh no, she said love watching your nuts. No, having a wine and watching love your nuts.
Maybe we should just stop.
Yeah.
We'll just assume Rebecca's having a wine and is enjoying our stupidity in front of her.
Yep.
With our nuts. No. So yeah, when that's cooked, you want to take it out of the oven. If you want to give it a little bit of a stir halfway, like if you're doing the full proper recipe batch, I would stir it halfway.
That would work.
Yeah.
Just giving a little bit of
a stir, but see, because there's not much there, but
you just don't want it to burn. Like the worst thing you can do is leave it and then suddenly it burns.
So you want to cool it on the tray, but if you have friends coming over in 10 minutes, what I did is I put it really quickly in the fridge. Just on the paper. I picked up the paper, scrunched it up and stuck it in the fridge because I wanted to have these to show you.
Yeah, let's do that for the people who have joined us. So that is the final result. I don't like those big ones, those big nuts. What are they called again? Brazil nuts.
Brazil.
Not a fan of those. But this is my favourite. This is the dry fried one with my favourite, the beer nuts. Quite very nice. Save your money. Save your money. Use your spice it up.
And put them in an airtight.
Oh no, keep for ages. If they last, they'll keep for
ages. You could put them in little individual bags, ready to grab.
Look at that.
Or containers ready to grab. So if you're running out the door and you go, I need a morning tea for work, grab it.
Done. Snack. Done. All right, well done.
So anyway, thanks for joining me. Let me know, Onion.
What about me? Do they join me as well? Thanks for joining us.
Do I need to change it to Mrs. Rogers and Us
Oh,
now?
no, that's true.
Wow. Onion flakes or mustard seeds. It may not be specifically yellow, but yellow will be involved.
You've said it's yellow. It has to be yellow.
Well, there might be some others. So yeah, anyway, onion flakes or mustard seeds. Let me know in the comments what you're going to do.
And the group.
And join the group, because you could win the prize on Monday.
Well done.
Anyway.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks everyone for joining us. Happy whining, happy Thursday, and happy nuts.
Jimmy voted on onion flakes. So onion flakes, Margaret, and yellow mustard seeds been left behind in the race for the chosen spice. No, it's not a spice, it's a vegetable.
It's a seed.
Seed? No, what's onion flakes? Onions are a vegetable, isn't it?
Oh, onions are a vegetable. No, aren't they? They're not. They're
or a
like
legume? No, they're not.
No, they're not a legume.
Jimmy, what's onion? What type of?
What's an onion?
What's an onion? What is it? It grows in the ground. I have to Google it now. It's annoying.
Hey Google, what family does the onion belong to?
The family of onion is Amaryllidaceae.
Amaryllidaceae.
Hey Google, is an onion a vegetable?
According to Wikipedia,
Ooh, is an onion a
also
vegetable?
known as the bulb onion or common onion, is a vegetable that
is
is
a
the
vegetable.
most widely cultivated species of the genus Allium.
There you go.
There you go. So
Google,
onions are a vegetable. They're a bulb.
This is what happens when I import Alexas and Google Homes and all kinds of stuff.
Well, you've got to use it.
All right, everybody. See you later.
See you later.
Thanks. Bye.